we're back. My name is Tamara. We're going to make you another how-to video today. We're going to get you a 24-inch work wreath with netting done, and we're actually theming it around a baby girl. In case you've been wondering or can't already tell, I'm expecting. She'll be born in about 4 weeks, so we're going to go ahead and get this. I'm planning on this one going on the hospital door, but I've got 3 different kinds, well actually 4 or 5 different kinds of netting here. This is a 10-inch netting. This is a smooth. It doesn't have anything glittery or shiny in it. It's 10-inch. These two are 20. This one has some pink glamour in it, and this one has a little bit of gold in between. This is one of our 6-inch nettings. There's 20 yards on this roll. Each of these only have 10. And then I've got 3 different types of ribbon, and then I also have a 3-inch netting that also has 20 yards on it. So as far as supplies, that's what I've got today. I've also got my, like I said, my 24-inch work wreath. I've got wire cutters just in case. I don't think I'll need those, but some scissors and zip ties also. The first thing that we'll do is we're going to put our netting on. I'm going to do this one first, just because I'm sorry if I can't catch my breath. It's a little hard sometimes, but I like this one the best, so I'm going to do it last so that way you'll see more of it. So I'm going to put this one on. You know, like I always recommend, just like kind of drop your roll on the floor and gather you up a little bit, and we're going to just put it in between those twists. If you've watched our how-to videos before, you've seen us do this. You're going to twist it in there, make sure you get it nice and tight because you're going to need this later. So we're going to go down about a foot, get you a loop, and go to the next one. Do the same thing, and we're just going to do that all over the whole wreath. Actually, on this one, we're going to do it a little different. Instead of going to every twig, I'm going to go from outside to inside. So I'm going to go from this one over here to this one. And I'm doing this because previously we've only had one color 20-inch netting, but since on this one we have 2, we want to use both of them. So I'm going to go back and forth. So as you can see, if you use and do every other one, it doesn't take the whole roll, which is good because I'm actually going to make a matching swag to go on my mailbox. So go ahead and cut this off. And what I have left, I'll use in the next video to show you how to make that mailbox swag. Alright, let's go on to our next one. I love this one. It's very pretty. Okay. Find a place to start. And this time you're going to try to catch all those that you missed, that you skipped the first time. So if it doesn't have any netting on it yet, that's where you want to put it. that later. Okay, so at this point is when I'm going to fluff it, just like always. So just grab a hold of your netting, and just pull it apart. This is from where you ran your hand down it. This will fluff it back out. Alright, so now next is this. I'm going to go through and just do it the same way. I'm not going to do necessarily a pattern as far as where I have placed it on the twigs. I'm just going to kind of sporadically go throughout, especially if it's somewhere where I see there's maybe a gap or, you know, something like that. I'm going to fill it in. You know, at any point you can leave it like that. That looks pretty good, I think. Just like that. But we've got some more things, so I'm going to add just a few more of each of these. This 6-inch has a little bit of like an iridescent to it, so that'll give it a little different look. Again, so you can kind of see it. Like that. It's up to you if you want there to be a hole in the middle or not. If you do, you just separate it. It's not a big deal. But if you don't, you can pull it together. Alright. So let's go ahead and put this on there. I'm not going to do much of it just because it's so full already. Just a little. The last few times you've seen me use a 3-inch netting, I cut it into tags, little strips, and put them in there. This time I'm leaving it whole, I'm just going, you know, throughout it. Tags are sometimes easier, but we just change it up a little bit. Alright, that should be good after I tie this one in there. Okay. Alright, so from here, you know, see what it's looking like. I've gotten two 20-inch nettings on there. I've got a 10-inch, a 6-inch, and a 3-inch. So I actually have a total of 5 different nettings on there. Really full, but it weighs almost nothing. I mean, really cute so far. Alright, so now let's just go with these. Just depends on what you want to do with them. You could just make a bow and let that be it. You can tag, cut strips and tie them in there. I think what I'm going to do is kind of get them all together like this. I'm going to string them throughout. But I want my printed one to show up. I'm going to put my white one on the back, then my sheer, then I'm going to put my printed one on top. For the most part. If it gets switched up, and here and there, it doesn't matter. Ribbon is something that usually doesn't have as much on a roll as the netting. All of this has got plenty probably. I used open rolls, so hopefully I'll have enough. But since they are open, something I do have to take into consideration is I'm going to make a mailbox swag to match this. So I don't want to use up all my ribbon right here and then not have enough to use on the mailbox. So, and to do that, I'm just going to not tie them in as many places, because the more in and out you go, the more of the ribbon you're actually going to use. The paisley is really all I'm really worried about running out of. Okay, now that I've got my ribbons on there, you can kind of see what that looks like. I'm going to cut them back here. Now if you want to do a bow, you definitely can. I think I might put one like on the side or something. The first thing I'm going to use is probably going to be this. Just as a backing. Make kind of a long tail on it. I'm going to twist it to give it shape. I don't want it to be just huge, so let me cut it like that. Alright, I'm going to keep my hand right there. I'm not going to use the paisley because obviously I have very little of that. I'm going to save that for the mailbox. We'll figure something out. I'm going to do this white. I'm going to do probably, I don't necessarily have to twist this one. Just do a few loops. And then you got your shear. Alright, I'm going to cut this off, get me a zip tie, put it around it. I'm going to get me another zip tie, put on the back. And then I'm going to put it kind of like over to the side a little bit. I don't want to put it all the way against my form because it'll be so squished down in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use, we got so much knitting here to be fine, but I'm going to actually use the knitting and I'm going to run the zip tie through the knitting and then just attach it to that. Don't get it too tight because it will kind of disappear and all that. But I believe that's going to be it. Just kind of fluff it. Get your loops where you want them. There you go. I'm gonna hang it like that. If y'all have any questions or anything, just feel free to comment below. We'll try to get back to you. Also comment and let us know what you'd like to see. So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.